Solutions and Saturation
by Megan
and Julia. What is a solution? It is a homogeneous mixture that can be either solid, liquid, or gas. It is comprised of solutes and solvents.
The solute is the smallest portion of a solution.
And the solvent is the largest portion of a solution. Solutes usually dissolve in solvents.
Saturation. There are 3 different types of saturation. Saturated is when a solution contains as much solute as will dissolve in that solution at that temperature. Unsaturated, when a solution can still dissolve more solute. Supersaturated, contains more solutes than in a saturated solution. This is an example of a supersaturated solution, a saturated solution, and an unsaturated solution.
The nature of solutes and solvents can affect solubility. For a solute to be able to dissolve in a solvent, both have to be either polar or nonpolar. Like dissolves like. For example, water is polar and oil is nonpolar. Water will not dissolve oil.
Temperature also affects solubility. When the temperature is higher in liquids, it becomes more soluble. When in a gas/liquid solution, the liquid temperature is higher, the solution will be less soluble.
Other factors that affect solubility. Surface area affects the rate of dissolving, but not the actual saturation. Pressure also affects solubility, and for gas/liquid solutions, higher gas pressure makes the solution more soluble.
Example questions. When making Kool-Aid, the powder is added to the water. Identify the solute and solvent. The solute in this situation would be the powder because it is the smaller part. The solvent would be the water because it is the larger part of the solution. And the powder dissolves in the water, like a solute dissolves in a solvent. When there's excess powder in the pitcher, is the solution saturated, unsaturated, or supersaturated? The solution is saturated because it has dissolved the largest amount of solute that it can at that temperature, leaving excess powder in the pitcher.
Solubility graph. It displays solubility at different temperatures. What substance has a solubility of approximately 60 grams per 100 cubic centimeters at about 40 degrees Celsius? KNO3, or potassium nitrate.
Another example of solutes and solvents. A solid solution of steel contains 80% iron and 20% carbon. Which is the solvent and which is the solute? The solute is carbon because it has the smaller part of the solution. The solvent is iron because it is the largest part of the solution.
Now to review. A solution is a homogeneous mixture.
A solution contains a solute, which is the smaller part, and a solvent, which is the largest part.
Solutions can be saturated, unsaturated, or supersaturated based on the amount of solute in the solvent.
And temperature, polarity, and the pressure can all affect the solubility of a solution.